Welcome back everyone to my Let's Play of Final Fantasy II on the Wii Virtual Console. Last episode, our heroes went to this cave in the northwest of the underworld. They went exploring in the cave and they saw this house, but they didn't get to reach the house. What they did reach though was a room full of a bunch of good treasure, including a full moon boomerang, which is the strongest boomerang in the game for Nell. So she's going to get a lot of good use out of that. Her other weapon she has equipped right now is the Fire Claw. The only two enemies that have elemental weakness in this cave are the trees, who are weak to fire, and the toads that are weak to ice. The trees are more deadly than the toads, because the toads just cast Toad on you, so they're just annoying. So we're going to keep the Fire Claw equipped for now. Speaking of equipment, we get a new bow here for Lily, the Elven Bow. It's going to increase her attack power. So, she's also on the fire arrows to exploit the weaknesses of those trees. Let's go ahead down this way. Remember to cast your float spell so you can avoid all these glowing tiles. I did step on one at the beginning because there was only one on the first floor. And so I just wanted to show that, you know, what happens if you do step on it. You lose 50 hit points, everyone in your party. So, yeah, you don't want to have to suffer all that hit point loss on these floors where we have a whole bunch of these. So we're coming to another split in the passageway here. We're going to take the first exit, because that's going to lead to some treasure. And then we'll come back down and go the other way. The only annoying thing is that float, it only lasts once on a floor. So once you leave a floor, you're going to have to recast it. But luckily it's not that, not too expensive. Eight magic points from Lily will cast everyone to float if you target everyone. So I just rearranged Nell's spells, put the damage ones in the front, and move the other ones to the lower level. Right now she has the pin spell, which is basically a paralyzed spell, and then she also has the smoke spell, a new one, and that basically lets you run from combat automatically, and you won't lose gold if you use the smoke to escape. So you can also use the exit spell in battle to escape from battle, but we don't really want to run from battles. We want to get like all the experience and gold that we can. We're going to have a new battle right here in this treasure chest, and it's going to be one of those annoying battles, because it's going to be a Toad Lady and 6 tiny toads. So, you can use, I'm just holding here. If they don't Toad Nell, I'll have her use her Flood spell. So, right now, she's a Toad. Let's see if we get lucky and cast another one. Oops, no. So, yeah, don't want to waste magic by casting an empty spell. So, remove the fire arrows away, put the lightning arrows on, ice arrows on. We got 10 of each arrow in those treasure chests. So one had fire arrows, one had 10 ice arrows, one had 10 lit arrows. So that's why Lily there has ice arrows again. Hey, the toads are nice and they turned us back into normal. So even though these toads are weak to ice, I'm going to just use the virus, because virus comes out really, really quick. Just want to get rid of as many toads as I can as quick as possible, so that they don't annoy us. Yeah, so you don't even have to exploit the elemental weakness with Nell's Claw. The full moon boomerang is that strong. She doesn't need the elemental weakness to take out those toads. She does need, though, to take out the trees, though. So, that's why I'm keeping the Fire Claw on. And we finish off the Toad Lady. We get a whole bunch of experience. And we get the Mute Knife, which will be helpful against a future boss. The Mute Knife does extra damage against creatures that are considered sorcerers. So like like witches, the summoners, they're all in that creature class, so we'll do 4 times damage. And that's good because what a boss is coming up is classified as a summoner. So, well, we don't have any bosses in this cave. We do have this house though, so let's go see what's inside this house. Let's check if there's anything in the pot out here. Nope, nothing out here. What's inside the house? Ooh, we got some fairies. Wow, humans. We got claws. Who uses claws other than Nell? What are you doing here? Get out. Why, it's our old friend Yang. I won't let you take him. He had collapsed in front of this cave and has been unconscious since. Aren't we doing enough? So, his wife was right. She was like, yeah, he survived. He survived. Nothing could, like, defeat my husband. So yeah, we've found him, but he's unresponsive. So we're gonna have to go back to Febule eventually, and let Yang's wife know about his condition. And that'll, like I said, that's another little side quest to do. Of course, how are we going to get to the overworld? I don't know, because remember, Sid used the bomb to seal off the hole that separated the overworld from the underworld, so we can't get back to the overworld if we wanted to. But we can, thanks to Sid, who put the Mystic Silver coating on the airship, can get down to this new village here. The ocean on the upper world really blue? Yeah, that's gross. You know, the cave on the northwest island leads to the land of summoned monsters. So this is Tomry, the dwarf, another dwarf village. Cave of Fairies called Sylphs at the northwest end of this land. So that's where you learn about that cave. Sylphs are afraid of us, but we are nice, you see. So, that's where you learn about the Sylphs, but like I said, we already went there. But we'll be making another trip there eventually once we, like I said, end up talking to Yang's wife and letting her know what happened to him, so. Let's check out that place. There's a little naming way there, but we don't have to name anybody. We can sell a bunch of stuff here. Just get rid of some stuff. Our inventory's getting pretty clogged up, so. The middle sword, don't need that. We're gonna buy a few new, whatchamacallem, upgrades for our equipment here, so. It's been a while since we got a bunch of new equipment, so that's why I haven't put the rune bracelets back on. I've just kept everybody with their ruby rings, because they'll all be getting new arm gear in this village. So, let's get this guy because he's gonna run around really fast. Hi ho! Anything happened at the castle? Yeah, Golbez stole the dark crystal, and we got the key to get to the sealed cave. This guy's a farmer. I wonder what he grows. It's probably like, I'm thinking like Ultima 8, where it's like kind of like a land in perpetual twilight. So like all the plants there are kind of like mushrooms. So maybe it's like a fungusy moss type stuff they grow down here to eat. Whatever they make to eat is very tasteless, at least according to Sid. That's what his big complaint was in the Dwarven hospital there. It was like, this food tastes terrible. So here we got a whole bunch of diamond equipment. That gives protection against lightning. I'm gonna buy tiara for Georgie. Lily is already wearing one. We'll buy 3 diamond rings. Those will go on Lily, Georgie, and Nell. And then we'll buy a diamond helmet and diamond gloves for Jarvis and Rupes. We don't need to buy the armor and the shield because even though they're stronger defensively, we want to have the elemental resistances that the other pieces of armor give. So, yeah, basically they'll have resistance to a whole bunch of things. They'll have fire, ice, and lightning. So I just looked at the stats here, and Jarvis and Rupes, they won't get another multiplier if they equip that strength ring, because it's multiples of 8. But Nell will. So by giving her that strength ring rather than the diamond, it increased her strength to from 38 to 43. So that's another multiple of 8, and just makes another attack multiplier. So she'll do more damage now. let's give Georgie the tiara and the diamond ring to give her some resistance. And we gave Lily another diamond ring. And just sell off some of that other stuff that we had here. Don't need the old wizard hat. Won't need the ice brand anymore. You could keep it for some future boss fight, but we're going to get a bunch of other better swords. That and there'll be so many other party members who'll be able to exploit the elemental weaknesses. So we can just get rid of it. Clear up our inventory. Just gonna move stuff around here because we got those new claws. So if we want to switch them around in battle, we just want to have them close to the top so that we don't have to scroll around. Yeah, now you got basically like all the claws. So we just need the only one we have equipped right now is the fire claw, but we'll be switching that out later on. Let's talk to some of these folks. Wow, a customer. Yeah, I guess you don't get too many customers down here. And no new weapons we need to buy. The chain whip is an upgraded whip for Georgie, but it, it doesn't give the intelligence bonus that the rod does. And we're going to want her to be pretty much casting a lot of black magic in the upcoming dungeon. The only upgrade would kind of be maybe the Ogre Axe for Jarvis, but he can just equip Rupes' axe because Rupes is going to get a new sword pretty early here in this cave here. So, hold the key then unbind the seal, then the weight of the dark crystal will open. We were told that the Luca key opens this, so we use it. And the annoying thing about this dungeon is basically the doors. So this is a nice door. There's only one other nice door in this dungeon. I'm going to make a quick save here and then come back in and trek on down. The reason I'm making a save because, like I said, every single one of the doors in here basically turns into a mini-boss fight. And they can be pretty tough. So just to be safe, just want to make a save so I don't lose any progress. But you'll see what this mini-boss here is. It's a trap door. And they have 5,000 hit points. However, if once you do 4,000 damage to them, they transform into a different monster, this manticore monster. So you kind of want to try to avoid that. Try to count your damage. I found Lydia's best spell is the virus spell because it's really, really quick. So you want to try and do about maybe like 3,600 damage or so. That way you hit the 2,000 usually she does, just in case he rolls low, like 1,500 or something like that, that you'll finish off those last, you'll be below 4,000 hit points, but you'll be able to do enough to finish off the final 1,000 hit points and not have the door transform. But if the door does transform, it transforms into its manticore enemy. And that manticore will actually give like less gold and experience, so you try not to have the transform as much as possible, but sometimes, like I said, just the way the turns work out, or somebody might get knocked out. But yeah, so every single door except for one more in this dungeon is going to be a trap door like that. Now some of the doors, there's some rooms that have a whole bunch of doors in them, and for those rooms, I'll just clear out the doors off screen, because pretty much once you see one door, you've seen them all. But I will be, showing off other doors, but when there's, for instance, the next room coming up, there's 2 doors, and they lead to nowhere, they're dead ends, and then the room after that is, I believe, 6 doors. So, I'll be just clearing those doors off screen. Well, I'll clear one of them to get to the save point. Yeah, this dungeon, because it's so annoying, they're nice and they put 2 save points in it, so it's almost like the dungeon is kind of taken after a little bit, like the Magna Cave where the Dark Elf was. You got the underground bridges and the cave-type structure. That one also, like I said, that had the 2 things, but that was because it has that tough gimmick of, your party who had weaker equipment. They couldn't use any metal. It's on the way down. There's a long sword. So, the next strongest sword for Nell, ninja sword. Good to equip if you're in the front row. We can even actually equip it on Nell in the back row. Because like I said, when you have a boomerang equipped, and you have dual wield, the other weapon will take on the properties of the boomerang. So the longsword wouldn't have the penalty to its attack power or its hit percentage because it's paired up with a boomerang. So it's just the way the way the game calculates stuff. So, showing off some power there with her flame spell. Much better against these bats and the vamp lady than than it did against the Rupes. Not a lot of elemental weaknesses here. One enemy has an elemental weakness to ice, but the vamp lady and the bats are the only other monsters that have a weakness, and they're to fire. So I still have the fire claw on Nell, but I can always, like I said, switch claws out. So when I run into that other enemy that has the ice weakness, I can just do a quick switch out. So you're going to be burning through a lot of magic points as you go through this level, because Lily is going to be often forced to cast Life 1, because you notice the one thing that the trapdoors do is they cast Disrupt spell. But you always know who they're going to target, because they only target the person they search. So if you were fast enough, if you had, say, enough levels, but I don't, one thing you can do is Lily has that wall spell. You could have her cast the wall spell on whoever, or the reflect spell on whoever is targeted by the disrupt spell, and then disrupt spell will bounce back and hit the trapdoor and potentially defeat it. So I don't know why I used the stop there. Should have just went with virus. Probably because one thing, the trapdoor, the mana core, who it turns into, if you don't deal enough damage to it, that is weak to the stop spell. So that's one way if it pops. If the trapdoor transforms, use a stop spell on the mana core. That'll help out a bit. But we didn't have to worry about that time because we finished it off. Maybe get a little bit better rewards, as you can see, more experience, more gold. And somebody gained a level. I think Lily gained a level. Let's heal ourselves up here. Yeah, if it was just trapdoors here and there was no other random encounters, you wouldn't have to worry about healing up, because the trapdoor just basically does like one-shot kill attacks with the disrupt spell. But like these other enemies here, if you just keep yourself in critical hit points, they might defeat you. So you're gonna have to heal between battles, as much as it seems like a waste. Huge Nagas here, not too much of a problem. Just like all the other Nagas. No elemental weaknesses, but they don't do anything really terrible. No terrible spells, they just attack you, so. Good thing about this dungeon is you don't have to worry about Lily using the float spell. I guess they realize that Lily's going to have her hands full casting the life spells. So those two doors lead to empty rooms. I'm going to, of course, go back in them and show them on our way out. But between episodes, I will be defeating those two trapdoors. Also, on the way out, I'll be getting that treasure chest on the bottom there. But it's getting the video's getting a little long. So what I want to do is I just want to head into this room here, skip a whole bunch of these doors. I'll get all these doors off screen. But I want to head to the second to the last door and open it up, because this one leads to a save point. We'll be making our save in there, and like I said, after I make the save, I'll just off-screen defeating all the other doors. So there's 6 doors on the top here, and then there's one door to the bottom that leads to the next floor. So I'll take out them doors, and the 2 on the previous floor. But we won't explore those on the previous floor until, like I said, we are leaving this dungeon. This dungeon, if you try to use the warp spell or the exit spell to get out of it, won't let you. So it's another dungeon that we know there's going to be some cutscene at the end of it. So they won't let us use magic to escape, to skip that cutscene. So, this is really annoying. Might have to use, like I said, you want to try to have everybody alive to get this experience. So luckily the mana pools mixes moves up between its blaze spell. Just gonna go all out offense, finish it off. Woo! And now we'll be able to head into the room, and we'll pitch a tent, heal up, and like I said, I will get those other doors off screen between the levels, and then we'll come back and we'll explore some of these rooms. Some of them lead to dead ends, but some of them have some pretty good treasure, including that really nice sword that I said that Rupes was going to look for. So, take care of yourselves, have a good one, thanks for following along, have a good day, and hope to see you in the next episode. Bye!